my peoples out there, and have a good one. AKA GK Freeland, call me Glenda. Let's hit the ground running. No. I don't run. Okay, everybody, look what I've got. This is Tiffany's necklace. And she's not coming over tomorrow because she's going to be out of town. So she'll wait an extra week, or if she sees this, she'll probably run over and grab it. Anyway, I only took my oxygen off for a couple of minutes, and I can survive as long as I'm not too out of breath and I'm sitting down. When I start getting there, I'll put it on. Like any... There, I gotta figure it out. That's it. I'll tell you one thing, all necklaces by me are going to be unique. There's not going to be two alike. Oh, at least in this first batch. Oh, no, that kind of makes them special, I guess. You can see a couple of black beads in there, just kind of offsetting. Anyway, I think it's okay. It may not have come from a jeweler, but it's okay. It's got jeweler's wire in it. It isn't a string that'll just easily break, that's for sure. So, thrill of all thrills, I got another necklace done. The earrings, I haven't even started. I got to go digging for some more beads. I'd like to find some more of these big pink ones. Those big hot pink. Okay, I'll be good. Put my oxygen back on. Ugh. Maybe. There. So we have another completed project. And I did a change on a chapter, but I need to talk to my editor on it. And, oh, golly, I keep saying this book's going to be done and out there. And I know she's doing her best, and I'm trying to do my best. But life gets in the way sometimes. And with this one, we've both had a lot of things with life get in the way. I've had parents that I just went through a rough time over having to accept things with them. And to release control, because I couldn't do anything about it anyway. And pneumonia. It's just been a 2-year process, but this book is getting to the end. And it's just a matter of tweaking, and then finding beta readers. Anyway, wouldn't make it bad for a small hand. And I got a small hand. But it's a necklace. So what have you done today, guys? What have you been up to? You don't have to be making a necklace or anything big. Just I didn't do dishes. Because I very seldom have the strength to stand there at the sink for a long time anymore. So, to me, when I do, that's an accomplishment. So, level of accomplishment depends on level of that day's particular message that our body sends us, right? Anyway, you guys have been so good, and I need more help with the subscriptions. I really do. Because I've got more. We jumped by 3 or 4 subscribers in like a week or so. 2 just in the last, no, I think it's been at least 3 or 4 just in the past few days or week. And every time I look up there and I see a new subscriber, I'm like, yay! And if the number goes down, it's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So, they don't like me. No, I'm kidding. People do or don't, but I would hope they enjoy or not. Well, I hope they enjoy what we do here. But I hope they know they can come here and feel safe and not judged. And this is not a place where I talk about whether I agree or disagree with this or that. But I do have, you've heard my limits before of what I will put up with. And I know you guys know that, and I have not had one bit of problem with it. You guys have been so supportive of each other and of me. And, when one of us is sick, when any of us is sick, or, just has a family member who is struggling, you can come here and ask for some good thoughts. And prayers if that's what you choose to ask for. Anyway. People are learning about COPD here. There also a bit, we've talked about cancer. For those of us who've had cancer, especially, I had breast cancer, and I know others have mentioned, it's helped them come out and mention, yes, I had cancer too. And and the things you go through. And it's not easy. But you know what? I still got 1.5 left. Sat down on something somewhere. I was commenting on somebody, and I said something about I still got 1.5, and they just laughed and they said, "You just made my day." Oh. Anyway, I'm getting goofy. I'm finally relaxing a little bit after it's just been this last few beads that get so tedious because they want to fall off. And you think you've left enough room on that wire. But if you lay it down, those little son of a guns will just slide right off of there. So I had to put the last ones on a couple of times. Finally, I decided to heck with it. I've got what I want. I'm putting the crimpers on it. I'm crimping them. They're staying put. But we have necklace. We have necklace. And I'm trying to think what to do with that other necklace. Because it's a nice necklace. It's got matching earrings. I don't wear them. And I don't know who in my family would, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's some that would, but they don't, they're not particularly, they're more like me on the small end of things. No, but they like the smaller things, I think. When we were talking about learning about COPD and cancer and this being a safe place, I do want this to be a safe place. And I was not trying to make light of or be insensitive to anybody's pain or anybody's loss of any part of their body because of my little joke about my own 1.5, as I put it. That was just on me. That is just how I deal with it. And some people do. They'll deal with it with a little bit of laughter and nod, and others will, others, it's just everybody's different, and it's nothing wrong with who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. We have a right to be who we are. And we're the only ones who can change or who should even want to change who we are. So, just wanting to let you know that. And we don't just talk sickness here. Hey, we we make things. I made a necklace, but we've colored pictures. I've heard of you guys talking about stuff that you do. Give me something that you like to do. And as far as the subscriptions, if you're watching and you have not subscribed yet, because I've had people, start coming on and saying, I've been watching you. I just would love to have you subscribe. And if you click on that little bell thing, then you will get a reminder if you want a reminder, then you'll get a reminder whenever um, whenever I've added a new vlog or video. And you can, please if you do like what you have seen here, please click on the thumbs up and give me a like. I can always use those. So, unfortunately, like everybody, I mean, personally, I personally do not get, I mean, we all need approval to a certain extent, but it isn't that I need that approval rating to have all these high numbers of subscribers for me, because certainly 20 some is not a high number, and that's what I've got currently. But as far as visibility, it does count, and it's just the way things go with anything. Yeah, it's ratings basically, and I'm not gonna change my format just to get ratings. I'll put it that way. I'm not saying I'm not subject to changes in some form or another, but I'm not going to change it just to get ratings or subscriptions. But I do want you to know that we can have fun here. You can tell me jokes. Hey, you put a joke in the comments, and or something funny that you would like to share with others, and as long as it don't contain any curse words or any racist comments, and you guys know that. As long as it doesn't contain any of that, I like clean jokes, like corny jokes, like Uncle Bob wiped himself with the corn cob out behind the corn crib. Okay, that was dumb, but you know what I mean. Anyway, but and of course I want jokes you want to hear. But there's also those little story things that we do. We can interact a lot. And that's what I want people to find here. I want them to feel that they're safe. And I'm sorry I did not turn the TV off, so we're getting these flashes, and you're probably hearing it. But just know you can come here and be who you are. Feel safe, because anybody who comes in here and wants to start causing trouble, for the sake of causing trouble, and I've seen them, you've probably seen them on other channels, I will give them a warning, and if they don't heed, they will be blocked. They will be knocked off. Not literally. That sounded bad. That's what TV and movies have. My dad used to holler, "Knock it off." On TV these days, that means knock it off. Okay, I'll quit being funny about trying to be funny. I'm not even good at funny faces, so. I love you. I care. Please share. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow.